Hello, 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 everybody. Happy Tuesday. This is your girl, Jackie, also known as Jackie the Jeweler. Welcome to Mirror Talk. I told y'all I would be here at 6:30. It's a little bit like 1 minute past, but I am here. We are going to talk about some things today. Well, one thing. But before I get started, I want to share with a few people. If you don't mind, you can spread the love. Just get a few people on so we can have some dialogue, y'all. All right, so I hope everybody is having a great Tuesday thus far. So I thank you for tuning in. We're going to have a good time as we normally do. Let's see. Just going to allow me to share. Again, I hope everybody is having a great Tuesday thus far. A great Tuesday thus far. All right, so as I'm sharing, y'all, like I said, if you don't mind spreading the love, please do so. I am just doing that just for a few. So, and then we're going to get started. We are going to get started. All right, so as you come in, say hello. Don't be shy. Let me know you are there. Hey, Queen Danielle, what's going on? I am so glad you are able to make it tonight. We are going to have a great time. As we always do, we are going to have a great time. So let me invite one more person and then we're going to get started. Okay? I did that. All right, so we are going to get started. How is your Tuesday going thus far? How's your Tuesday going thus far? So I am always so excited to share what God has given to me to give to his people, y'all. The love has been spread. Thank you so much, Queen Danielle. Thank you. So I just want to talk about, my topic tonight is, how can you trust God in difficult times? Or can we trust God in difficult times? The same thing, right? Thank you, sweetie. So how can we trust God in difficult times, right? Right now we're thinking about we're still in a pandemic, and right now everybody is panicking about gas and all these sorts of things, right? So how can we trust God in difficult times, or can we trust God in difficult times? So I'm going to say, we know that putting all of our trust in God is not always easy, right? It's not always easy to put our trust in God because we're human, right? We're human. We're human beings, so, you always hear people say, well, just give it to God, leave it in God's hand. A lot of times they say it's easier said than done, right? But we have to know and trust that he's going to take care of us. So how can we trust God in difficult times? How can he be trusted, okay, in difficult times? We know that the path of righteousness is not always smooth. When you're trying to do right, you want to be right, it's not always an easy road, right? It's never an easy road because something, the enemy always tries to distract you. The enemy always tries to come at you and take you down another path that God hasn't even created for you, right? So it's very hard sometimes to stay on the righteous path. It's very hard. And y'all can talk back to me. This is Mirror Talk. We dialogue, we talk back and forth, all that good stuff. But, tonight we are just talking about how can we trust God in difficult times. All right. And I just, gave the example as we know that walking righteous or trying to be righteous or trying to live like God is not always easy, y'all. I ain't gonna say it's never easy. How about that? It's never easy. So true faith is trusting God in difficult times without understanding God or his plan. That's true faith, because we can create, and I'm kind of getting ahead of myself. We can create, we're going to do this, we're going to do that. But that we may have plans for ourselves, right? But it may not be the plans that God has for us. It may not be the plans God has for us. See, God created us, so He already know what paths we're going to go down. He already know the choices that we're going to make. He already know, right? And sometimes He can say, well, this is not what I told you to do. You may be thinking it's Him telling you, no, this is not what I told you to do. This is not what you heard from me. Right. So again, it's hard to live in, and I don't want to get off the topic, but it's hard to live in difficult times, putting all your trust in God, because we are human beings, but He created us all, y'all. So a few ways that we can, trust God in difficult times, right? A few ways. And I'm going to go down the list, y'all, and we're going to talk about this. One way is let go of thinking life should always go your way. Whew. That alone. Let go of thinking life should always go your way. Your life is going just the way God assigned it or planned for it to go. That's it. He assigned your life to go that is the way that it's going. So don't be upset. Don't be mad. Yes, sometimes we may make bad choices. We make choices. And we may make bad choices. But don't stop trusting in God. Because he planned this for your life. He assigned, not saying He planned anything bad, y'all. But I'm saying He planned this. He assigned this to your life. He assigned this person to your life. He took this person out of your life, for a reason. Not saying that they're deceased or anything, but He removed them from out of your circle. You're right. So you have to stop thinking that it should always go your way. They should always, woe is me, right? They should be my friend. I didn't do anything to them. Blah, 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 blah. They should do it my way. No, it's not going to always go your way. Let go of thinking life should go your way. That's it. Let go of it. All right. So that's one. Number two, don't be afraid to ask God for help. And I think we talked about this last week. Don't be afraid to ask God for help by praying, right? And a lot of people say, I don't know how to pray. Praying is just a personal relationship with God. Talking to God. However you talk to God, building a personal relationship with God. That's how you talk to God, ask God for help, and you pray. Like I said, you don't have to do it a certain way. You don't have to do it the way I do it. I don't have to do it the way my husband do it. My husband don't have to do it the way his mama do it. As long as we building that personal relationship with God. As long as we are talking to God. As long as we are listening, for his word, right? Listening to His word, listening to what He has to say, it's all good, y'all. Like I said, you don't have to have, a certain way you pray. You don't have to be a pastor to pray. You don't have to be a reverend to pray. You don't have to be an evangelist to pray. Anybody can pray to God. Just talk to God and He hears you. He hears you, okay? So don't be afraid to ask God for help by praying, all right? Also, it says He did promise that He'll be with you, right? God promised that. But being angry and blaming God won't help you get through the valley. Asking Him to be with you can help you endure far more than you'll ever be able to do on your own. Let me read that again for you. Asking Him to be with you can help you endure. That means it can help you go through while you're going through. It can help you through the pain. It can help you through the hurt. It can help you through the misery, right? All of that, it can help you far more than you even able to do on your own. Because without God, you wouldn't be able to go through that pain. Without God, you wouldn't be able to go through that misery. Without God, you wouldn't be able to go through that hurt. And then once you go through it, and you're in it, or you're in it and you go through it, you're going to come out of it with God. He's going to help you do that. He's going to help you endure that. right? So you have to leave it in his hands. And like I said earlier, a lot of people say it's easier said than done. Yes, but you have to put your faith and your trust in God, knowing that he has you. He created that path for you. He created you. So he knows. So he knows what we're going through right now with not having gas or people going crazy about gas. God knows that. He planned that, right? So he knows what you're going through. You just have to ask him to help you endure it. Endure it, whatever you're going through. If it's, looking for a job and you don't care for your job right now, help God to ask you to endure that. And I'm preaching to myself right now. Right? Well, talking to myself. Whew, I keep saying that preach word. But anyway, you have to ask God you have to ask God to help you endure going through this hurtful stage in my life. Help me endure going through this pain. Help me endure going through a divorce. Help me endure, going through losing a child. Whatever the case may be. Whatever the case may be, ask God to help you endure. All right? Ask God to help you endure. Got to turn on my fan, y'all. Getting a little warm. All right, so the next thing is, I hope this is helping you, Danielle. You can talk back to me. Whatever you got to say, just put it on in there. Put it on in there. I should have asked you to share it in the chat, but it's okay. So the next thing is read or listen to the stories of others. Read or listen to the stories of others because their experiences will help you. God don't keep you from test and trial. He gonna help you get through them, but he don't keep you. I'm glad that it's helping you. He don't keep you from going through the test and the trial. You're gonna have tests. You're gonna have trials, but he will be there with you through it all. Okay? He'll be there with you. All you got to do is call on him, talk to him, pray to him, whatever you got to do. He's going to be there. But listening and reading other people's stories, sometimes it makes you sit back and think, right? I'm going through all of this, but somebody can be going through even worse than what you're going through, right? You have a roof over your head. It's people out there that's homeless. You got one better than them, right? Because you got a roof over your head. You have food to eat. Them people that's homeless don't have food to eat. You got another one better than them, right? You have a job. Them people that's homeless don't have a job. You got one better than them. You have one better than them. So you think about, you sit down and you analyze, or listen to other story and you think yours is bad, but it's really not. It's really not that bad. I'm living in a certain place. Well, this person's place is worse than what I'm living, So you have to really think on those things. All right. And I'm going right into the next one, right? Not right into the next one. This is how you deal or live through difficult situations and trusting God through those difficult situations. This other one is be grateful. And I just talked about that. Be grateful. Start making a list of things you appreciate in your life. Even if it's just like a basic roof over your head. Be grateful. Be grateful that you got clothes that you can put on. Be grateful that you got food in your mouth. Be grateful that you can, go catch the bus, or you can ride a bike, or you can get in your car and you can drive down the street. You can get you something to eat. Be grateful. Be grateful that you even woke up this morning and God started you on your way. Be grateful because there is somebody out there that did not wake up this morning. There is somebody out there that don't have clothes to put on their back. There is somebody out there that's wearing too small shoes because they can't afford no more shoes. So be grateful. Be grateful for the small things. Again, you don't know what a person is going through. You think your situation is bad. However, their situation is worse than yours. So just be grateful in these difficult times. Be grateful. Put your trust in God. God can take you through the situation. He can help you endure in this situation. In these difficult times, he can help you endure. Yes, he can help you endure. So be grateful. Be grateful of the small things. You might not have a house. Let me tell you something. You may be looking at somebody and saying, oh my gosh, somebody just bought a mansion, or somebody just, got them a new car, or somebody, and you saying to yourself, oh, I want to be like them one day. But you don't know the pain, the hurt, the trials, the tribulations that they had to go through to get to where they are. So never say I want that in my life. I want this in my life. I want that in my life. Oh, I want to be like them. You don't know what they went through to get to it. Yes, in all things give thanks. In all things give thanks. Again, because you never know what somebody is going through. They may look all nice and made up and good on the outside, but you don't know what's going on the inside, and you don't know what's going on behind closed doors. So give thanks, y'all. This is ways that we learn how to cope or get through times and difficult times, leaning on God. Leaning on God, because he can help us endure through these difficult times. He can help us endure while we're going through everything. And like Danielle said, give thanks. Give thanks in all that you do. Give thanks to the one above. Okay? And then last but not least, y'all. Last but not least, get beyond yourself, right? You can reach out to others. Reach out to others. And I'm trying not to tear up, y'all. I'm trying not to tear up. But you can reach out to others. Ask for help, right? When help is needed. You can ask them to help you, pray. They can, you can ask them you need some encouragement. But ask others to support you, pray for you, and you do the same for them. Because they say, like, it's not just a one-way street, it's a two-way street, right? Like, for instance, people say, oh, you haven't called me in a long time. Well, the phone worked both ways, right? The phone worked both ways. Or if God put somebody on your mind, oh, Lord, help me, Holy Ghost. If God put somebody on your mind, do not be afraid to reach out to them. And I'm going to give y'all a perfect example. Because even though he may have removed them from your circle 10 years ago, right? But he lays it on your heart to reach out to them. Not saying, you're going to ever be close again or have them in your circle. But you care, right? You have that genuine heart. Reach out to them. I had a girlfriend, and I can't remember till this day, and she probably see this on YouTube, but it's okay. And 2 or 3 gathered together in his name, God is in the midst. Yes. We had stopped talking for years, and till this day, I have no idea why we stopped talking, y'all. I have no idea why we stopped talking. But I'm going to tell you, God works, because she just so happened to see my sister-in-law in the store. And, she asked my sister-in-law about me. And my sister-in-law, I think she ended up giving me her number. And so it took me a while to call her. But God kept putting her name in my spirit. You need to call her. You need to call her. You need to call her. And I'm so glad I did, because, first of all, it was like we never stopped talking, right? We never stopped talking. But then we had missed out on so much of each other's lives, and now it's like we just have this bond, right? And she go through, I go through, and we share that. We encourage each other, we uplift each other. It's nothing about, well, you shouldn't have did it this way, it's nothing about that, y'all. Because in this day and time, and in these difficult times that we're living in, we need all the positive uplifting, especially us women. Because y'all know us women, we can be so catty, right? We can be, and I just, it burns me up when I just see two women going at it about nothing. About nothing, y'all. And so, you know, sometimes it takes for God to separate you, for each of you to mature, right? And he may remove you or remove that person from your circle so you can mature, so they can mature, or whatever the case, whatever the reason is that he's removing them from your life. He may be removing them from your life until he work on them, right? Until he work on them, and he wants you to get with some people or a group that can encourage you, pray with you, uplift you, hold you up when you need to be held up, and you can do the same for them, right? Genuine, caring, all of that. But God will never leave you. I don't care what times we're going through. I don't care if it's good times or bad times. God is always going to be there to help you endure whatever you're going through. This is how God helps us during difficult times. You have to put your trust in him. And again, like I said, nobody is perfect. I'm not perfect. You know, you're not perfect. Nobody is perfect. But God knows the life that he assigns to you. And you may be thinking, but hey, you know, I didn't get that job. God is protecting you. He's protecting you from whatever it is. Oh, me and that guy broke up. God is protecting you. Oh, I didn't get the car I wanted. God is protecting you. He probably know somewhere down the line that it was going to get repossessed. So he's protecting you and your credit. Okay? So God is protecting you. Just think about it like that, y'all. And then, like I said, if you just think on the good things, make a list. He's giving you something better. Yes. Make a list of all the things that you're grateful for. All the things that you're grateful for. I mean, one for me is that I woke up, right? Because like I said, there are so many that did not wake up today. There's so many that didn't turn over. There's so many that's battling with, you know, high blood pressure. There's so many dealing with diabetes. There's so many dealing with so many things, right? You have to be grateful that, you know, you're able to do for yourself. You woke up. You can see. He gave you sight. You can talk. He gave you a voice. You know, he gave you the movement of your limbs. You have to be grateful. You know, now sometimes they might move a little slow, but they moving. Okay? Sometimes I feel like the Tin Man need a little oil, right? But they moving. And we have to be grateful, and we have to be thankful for that. So I hope this has helped you all, whoever watches it. I hope this has blessed y'all. I will be back again next Tuesday, 6:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Make sure you set your reminders. Do what you got to do. But just know we can trust God in difficult times. We can trust God in difficult times. Oh, let me leave you with this scripture. It says, it's Isaiah 41:10. Fear not, for God, I am with you. Be not dismayed, for I am your God. I will strengthen you. I will help you. I will uphold you with righteous right hand, with my righteous right hand. He said, again, I will strengthen you. I will help you, and I will uphold you with my righteous right hand. That's Isaiah 41:10. So I hope this has blessed y'all. It has blessed me just talking on it. Every time I get, start working on whatever God has given me, it really, really blesses me. And I just hope it's blessing someone else. Once I create it and turn it into a YouTube, please share it. Please send it to your family members, because it might help someone that's going through this, having a hard time trusting God through these difficult times. All right. So I love y'all. I am signing off. I will talk to you all soon. Have a great Tuesday night.